and welcome to my video on which LEGO Star set is the biggest. So I'll be basing this off piece count, and if you do enjoy this video, please subscribe because I'll be doing more of these in the future. So I'm going to be going through the top 10, starting in number 10 with 10221 Super Star Destroyer with 3,152 pieces, was made in 2011 and cost £350 or $400. It's quite a massive set, that reaching at 124 centimeters, so over a meter long. And you can see it here, it has like 2 stands and a lot of minifigures. And looking at the minifigures here, you have Dengar, Bosk, IG-88 or IG-11, not sure which. I believe it's Admiral Piet, and Darth Vader with the older helmet. So it is a massive set, as you can see here, and quite a detailed one, as you can see, like all the top section and all that being very detailed, and it's a really nice set. It also came with a bit of interior, which was nice. Next is the Mos Eisley Cantina, released in 2020 and had 3,187 pieces, £320 or $350. And you can see it is like a massive set, and there's a lot of there's a couple speeders, like the cantina and an outpost kind of section, so it's a massive set. And these are just some of the better minifigures. There were like 22, I like to say. I'm not entirely sure if that's right. But you can see here, like the bar is really nice. It's like a white, silver and gold style. And I see like some of the like minifigures in positions, and you've got a bunch of your wee sections with some minifigures sitting in them. And it just kind of closes up really nicely and is a really, really nice big interior. Next, with the Republic Gunship, it was released in 2021, so probably the newest thing on this list. 3,292 pieces, cost £330 or $350. And it came with 2 minifigures being Mace Windu, and since we didn't get a picture of the clone, the captain or the lieutenant, this is from Solid Brick Studios video. Not very good minifigures, but this is the size of the set, is massive. And it is just like, you've got the cockpit, which is like massive and red and white. And it's really quite a nice looking set, and it's just really big. And so you can see it here kind of flying. There are some angles of the set that don't look great, but still it's on here for its size. Next is the 2014 3,292 pieces, and it costs £249. Or $300, is the Sandcrawler. So this is kind of a UCS set, but I don't really count it as one. It came with like a really nice set of droids. So there's one of them, another, and there's quite a lot of them. So you can kind of see it had a nice interior, or like kind of like an area where you can kind of place all your droids in the Jawas. And then you have a cockpit area, which is really nice. I like all the wee panels, and like your back like section with kind of the droid tracker was a really nice addition. So you can see it here, a lot of like droids, Luke Skywalker, Owen Lars, and a lot of minifigures in this set. And there's a lot of play features as well. There's like a crane, the front door closes down, you've kind of got like that mini crate like speeder, I don't really know how to describe it. The wheels would change angle, and there's just a lot of features in this set. Next is the 2005 Death Star 2, 3,441 pieces, £250 or $270, one of the cheaper sets, even though it's a massive one. And this is one that's all the images are smaller because they're all very low quality, but you can see it here, it is absolutely massive. You get a mini like supposed to be Super Star Destroyer, and that's just tiny. But you can see here it looks really nice with the sides, and it's just a really nice set. Loves it for LEGO to remake it. I think they could make this set one of the greatest sets of all time if they remade it, and possibly quite a bit bigger. And they could just do it so much more detailed. And anyway, next is another Death Star, in the second of a row, 2008, 3,803 pieces, £275 or $400. And this one is quite similar to the one after it, and it has a lot of minifigures, Royal Red Guards, Stormtroopers, a couple of different versions of Han Solo and Luke, and there's just a lot of minifigures. And that is something that makes the set. It's technically a VCS set, but it's just basically a massive play set. You can see here you've got like the throne room and a lot of the iconic scenes, as well as the Darth Vader's tie and turbo lasers. It's just action packed set. I'm not going to look at this one too much because the next one is the newer version of it. Next is the 2016 Death Star, 4,016 pieces, £410 or $500. This one is basically a redone, slightly improved version. So I'll go through a lot of the features because this is a really nice big set. So you kind of have this, it's the same, but you can see a lot of the improvements, mainly being the minifigures, because you've got like Darth Vader with the new helmet, and it is just really nice. So I'll go through some of the sections, starting off with the prison area. I really like this one, with like your control panels in that kind of half circle, and your bunch of troops and Chewbacca. It's just really nice the amount of minifigures you get. There's also a jail cell behind there, and it's quite a nice section. You can see here your massive turbo laser with 2 spring-loaded shooters. Last version it was like those big shooters with the black ends on them. It was the rubber ones. Whereas this one, it's 2 spring-loaded shooters, and it's quite a nice area. You've got, this is one of my favourite things with like the circle, and then you can have your Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan duel, and that's a nice thing. With it, you've got your trash compactor, which I believe there's like a handle, so if you twist it, it closes into a certain amount, and that's also a really nice feature. Also, you can kind of see the core generator or whatever it is that Obi-Wan disables. And there's a lot of things. The TIE Fighter is really nice for the mini scale it's in. It's not the biggest set, but it does the job really nicely. And then you get 2 stormtroopers, but technically you get these 2, so you get 4 stormtroopers because you get 2 other versions of them. And then that's just really nice because it means you could do a lot more things with 4 stormtroopers. You could maybe, if you remove the rebel characters, you can still run like an Imperial base, and it's a really, really good, massive playset. And that's the thing. Also, you can move. You see like the massive laser. You can move that up and down. You've got the control panel there, and you can move all the green bits to make it look slightly nicer. But you can see there's a lot of things with this set. I think I'll maybe do an in-depth on it just for fun. And so 4 stormtroopers, bunch of other minifigures that I think are really good, and it is just a really good set. Like, looking at the 2 sets, you can see the improvements, but the newer one is much better, and you can kind of see even some of the minifigure placements are the exact same, and it's just really quite an interesting thing. This one is better, but still, you wouldn't really tell the difference if you're had no idea, and none of the minifigures were there. It would be much harder to tell the difference. Next is the 2019 4,784 pieces, £650, $700. Third on the list, Imperial Star Destroyer. Set was 16 plus and is absolutely massive. You can see here the 2 minifigures are quite disappointing. One is just really over detailed, and they're just a really nice Darth Vader would have been nice, or Darth Sidious. They could have really done better minifigures. Anyway, looking at the set downwards is one of my favourite points of view on this set, and it's just massive, the massive triangle, and there's so many details on it. So you have these wee turbo lasers, which I really like the way they've got the 4th one, and if you just look at the greebling along the sides, it's just ridiculously impressive. Also the Tantive 4, that's a tiny thing, but the amount of detail it's instantly recognisable as it is very impressive. And you can see here, the hanger even has details on it. It's just, and there's frying, saucepans even. And actually the weird thing is with this image, they seem to have removed the top section so you can see right through, and there's not any interior, which is something people criticised it for, but considering it's a UCS set, it doesn't really need any. And just looking down it, you can see the amount of detail in it. The big area at the top I really like with the shield generators. And actually you see the top section with the X and the 2 lines. You can push that back down because some people say it should be up, some people say it shouldn't be there. So that's something LEGO did, so then they didn't take a side, and it means you can do it whichever way you want. And it is just a really, really cool set, and the amount of detail they got on it was ridiculous. We have the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon, 5,197 pieces, 2007, £342 or $500. So it is actually pretty cheap considering it is compared to some of the other ones on this list, it's half their price. But nowadays it would cost you a lot more. You can see 3 of the images here, they're all quite low quality, but you can see it has a lot of detail on top. It did come with 4 minifigures, well actually 5, Obi-Wan, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker. And you can see them here, like, just underneath the set. And it had a ridiculous amount of detail for the time. But anyway, moving on to number 1. In first place, the biggest LEGO set of all time according to parts. And, well, LEGO Star Wars set. Also, the most expensive LEGO Star Wars set as of now, it might be beaten by the UCS AT-AT, is the Millennium Falcon. 7,541 pieces, massive, $800, £650, was released in 2017. And you can just see the massive set it is and the amount of more detail, how much so the set has been improved from the previous version. These are like the 6 main minifigures, so you have 2 versions of Han Solo, Rey, Leia, Chewbacca and Finn. Could have been nice if they done arm printing or made them slightly more exclusive, that would have been nice, but not necessary. Anyway, you can see here, it's got a lot of interior, which is something I like. A lot of stickers on the interior, but you can see there's a lot of, like, you've got the floor panel, you've got like a generator in the corner. The way they did the corridors was slightly weird. They kind of did like a sticker on it, which is another sticker. But anyway, this is one of the better areas with the hollow chest table and all that's quite nice. You can also see here, if you remove that middle section, you've got a spot for your gunner. And it's just an absolutely massive set. And you can see here they actually removed the solar panel dish because you get 2 of them. One for like the new trilogy and one for the original trilogy. And you can see the amount of detail along the side. It is a ridiculously impressive set. I really like it with kind of the blue light shining on the back. If you got like LEDs to display the set, it would look so much cooler. And you can see there's a lot of different colours. There's got your olive green, kind of like sand colour, well darker tan, and then the reds, and it's a really nice set. Anyway, do hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.